Not me counting my collection, like, please let me hit my goals. Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, I am really excited to do, I don't know if anyone else has been looking forward to this video, but I've been looking forward to this video. In 2023, I decided to keep track of my makeup inventory, keep track of how many products I had in each category in my entire makeup collection. So today I want to come back, I want to tell you how I ended 2023 and also talk about some of my goals for 2024. So I'm going to be going through my inventory. I'm going to share what I started with when I started doing the makeup inventory videos in 2023, what my goals were. I did do a check-in about halfway through the year, and then what we ended on and kind of what I'm looking forward to into 2024. So I am excited to jump into this one, and when I tell you, like, I was a little bit nervous. I was like closing my eyes when I was counting my makeup inventory, like, how far off am I going to be? But in 2023, I was on a low buy. I was also trying to declutter multiple times throughout the year. The last few years, I've been doing my declutters more at the end of the year and just doing one giant declutter. I decided in 2023 that I wanted to do declutters every couple of months. And so I did that. Actually, when I ended up doing my year-end declutters, there was a lot of my categories that I was like, these are in pretty good shape. Between doing regular declutters throughout the year and then also being and sticking to my low buy, by the end of the year, I didn't feel like a lot of my categories had gotten super out of control. So I was definitely very proud of myself for that. I will have any of my makeup inventory videos linked, of course. I will link any of the makeup that I'm wearing. I just got in some new bodysuits that I'm really enjoying from Amazon. My kitsch scrunchie, I feel like, is maybe kind of stealing the show from looking like I have any hair, but that's fine. But I will link anything, of course. And to jump into the inventory for my primer collection, I'm wicked proud of this. I am wicked proud of this, y'all. I started with 12 primers. I don't even really wear primer that much. It's not a makeup set that I feel like is necessary for me to do all of the time. So I had 12 primers. I said my goal was to cut that in half. I wanted to have 6. When I did my check-in, how the turntables, I had 13. I was like, what? Like, how did that happen? The force of sheer will, regular declutters, and having a lot of friends that are like, hey, I'll take some primers off your hand. I ended the year with 2 primers. Like, I'm sorry, if I ever feel like there's something I can't do, I'm gonna remind myself of my primer collection. I'm gonna remind myself that I had a goal and then I went the opposite direction of my goal and then I still hit the goal. Not only did I hit the goal, I like smashed the goal. Moving over to foundation, again, slightly a category I was a little bit nervous about, but I started with 11. I said that I wanted less than 15. When I did my check-in, I had 10, and I was like, that's pretty good. Like, I was pretty proud of myself for that one. And then we ended the year with 7. Listen, she got goals. She's gonna go for them, okay? I was pretty proud of that as well. I kind of thought that could have been a number that could have gone the opposite direction. Just the same as with concealers. I was pretty nervous about concealers. So I started with 8. I said that I wanted less than 12. When I did my check-in, I had 7, and I was like, good, like you're doing it, like you're still under your goal, you're still under what you started from. And then we ended the year with 7. That's not bad. And I purchased a few concealers. I purchased a few concealers throughout the year. I purchased the House Labs. I purchased the Natasha Denona. I got some in PR that I really ended up enjoying. Like, I have the Tower 28 on today. So concealers are one of those things that I like to try. I wear concealer. That's like probably like my #1 makeup product is concealer. So I was a little bit concerned where we would be with that one, but 7 concealers, that's not bad. Next up, moving over into powders, I had 13 powders when I started. I also do love powders, and I wear a powder every single day. I'm just a powder fan. I'm reviewing powders all the time, you know, Charlotte Tilbury, Dior, Lawless, the Huda Beauty I've really been loving. So I was like, oh, how's my powder collection doing? So I started with 13. I said I wanted less than like 8 to 10. I was giving myself a range for that one. When I did my check-in, I had 8. End of the year, we had 4. That's pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself for that one. Again, as someone who loves powders, I wear powders every day. I review a lot of powders. That to me is very successful to only have 4 in my collection. I feel like I'm gonna sound like a broken record if I keep saying I was a little bit nervous about this category too, but bronzer. I love bronzer. So I love bronzer. It's one of my favorite steps with makeup. It's just me, bronzer. So I started the year with 17. I said I wanted less than 20. At my check-in, I had 15. Pretty proud of myself. Thought that was pretty good. And then I ended the year with 9. Are you joking? That's excellent. 9 bronzers? Listen, I know some people have like 1 or 2 bronzers, maybe like 3, and that seems like a lot. 9 might seem like a lot. Again, I'm a full-time YouTuber. This is what I do. I review makeup, I talk about makeup, I try makeup. So I do have a little bit of a larger collection at times, and it's something that I'm trying to be more aware of. I'm trying to cut down on it. I don't want like large piles of makeup all over my apartment. I've been cleaning my apartment like a beast because I have a friend coming to stay with me, and they're gonna be like, what, why does your apartment look like this? I'm gonna be like, I don't know. So I'm like trying so hard. I said 2024, I want it to be like my organized girl era. I want to stop being so cluttered all the time and disorganized, and I lose things everywhere and everything's always messy. And one of the ways of doing that is cutting down on my makeup collection, cutting down on how much I keep, how much I buy, how much I accept in PR. So for me to have 9 bronzers, we're feeling good about that. But then we move over to blush, because for someone who says like I'm a bronzer girl, blush just, I don't know, has my number. I don't even understand sometimes like where all these blushes are coming from. I'm like, what, who, how'd you get here? Like there's like a little blush door somewhere in my apartment, you know, like a doggy door, but it's a blush door, and blush just be coming, and like that's not going. I don't lose any blush. They just like keep coming in. I'm like, how's this happening? With blush, I had 23. For me to have more blushes than bronzers was wild to me. Absolutely wild to me. So I had 23. I said I wanted less than 20. At my check-in, I had 27. Again, it's not my fault. There's a door, you know, this apartment is still a little bit new to me. I just moved in September. Like, I have to figure out where the blush door is, because that must be what's going on. So I had 27. I tried really hard, especially in my last 2 declutters. Like I was really trying to cut down my blushes, and we ended with 10. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's still wild to me that I have more blushes than bronzer still. I mean, it's only by 1, but still, I don't care. 10 blushes down from, you know, 27 during the middle of the year. I'll take it. That's a win for me. Then moving over to highlights, I had 11. And I was like, okay, I don't even wear highlights, so this seems pretty aggressive. It's a pretty aggressive category. I said that I wanted to have 5. When I did my check-in, I still had 11. Like, I just didn't do anything with my highlights. I don't even think I looked at them. Like, I didn't wear them. I didn't do anything with them. Nothing. So when I did my declutter, I was like, okay, you're gonna have to do some work here on the highlight category collection, Samantha. So we ended the year with 4. That's great. My goal was 5. 4 I think is great, especially since I don't wear them. You know, I might change my, next month I might be dousing myself in highlight again. I don't know. I change my mind all the time. Listen, I can do what I want. Then you can change your mind when it comes to makeup. You can change your mind when it comes to what you want to eat for dinner. Like, I'm like, do I want salmon and broccoli? Or do I want white cheddar popcorn and bunch crunch? But 4 I think is pretty good with highlights. Moving over to face palettes, I had 8. And I was like, that's pretty good. I feel like I'm gonna keep that as my goal, like stick with 8. And then I ended up having 9 when I did my check-in. So that was a little awkward. I was like, okay, well, again, went in the opposite direction. But we ended the year with just 3. I decluttered a lot of face palettes in my last collection declutter video, and I was pretty proud of that. So 3, like, I was not joking around when I said I was really trying to cut down my makeup collection, and this inventory video, like, to me, I can see it's not that deep, right? Let me say this first before I speak this next sentence. But like, I can see the work that I was putting into in 2023 to try to keep my collection to a minimum. I can see that my low buy was a success. I could see that removing myself from PR list was a success. I could see that even if I couldn't remove myself from PR list, giving away products was still a success. And then obviously my declutters were a success. So I thought that was pretty good. So I don't know, can we take a moment for my nails? I've had some comments in a few videos. This is called like the red velvet nail trend. You see how they go, like it's like dark and then it's like light. I have no idea how my nail tech did this. I saw it on TikTok and I was like, can you do it? And she was like, yeah. Like at one point, like she put glitter on my nails and she was using like a magnet to like move the glitter. And then she put like some sort of like jelly polish on top. These are sick. Like, I am gonna do a video about my 2024 goals, but I've talked in some of my videos about like wearing more bolder lips. Obviously not today, but I just got a new lip product that I was reviewing. It's somewhere on this desk and things disappear on this desk. It's like super weird, but it's the Tarte Maracuja lips. So I'm reviewing those. So I was doing like some lip swatching combo videos, but also with my nails, doing some more fun things. I don't often do red nails, so. All right, but to keep on with the makeup inventory, next moving over to eyeshadow palettes, I was like, you know what? No, that's a lie. You know what? I just lied to you. I take that back. I'm sorry. I wasn't as concerned with eyeshadow palettes because I was very cognizant of eyeshadow palettes in 2023. That was really an area where like I've just been really adamant of like, you're not going to see me doing 100 plus eyeshadow palettes, 200 plus eyeshadow palettes, 300 plus eyeshadow palettes. Like I just, those days are over for me. Like I cannot like, and it's fine if that's what you want. Like what your makeup collection looks like has no bearing on my life, right? Like I just want to make sure like we get that clear. Like if you want to have 300 eyeshadow palettes and that brings you joy, get those eyeshadow palettes, like that's great. And if that's not something that brings you joy, then you shouldn't have 300 eyeshadow palettes. And I started to realize throughout the years that that wasn't bringing me joy. I was just seeing these eyeshadow palettes sit there. I was seeing them collect dust. I would go through my collection, I'd pick one up, there's like a layer of grime on them, and I'm like, what am I actually doing here? And like I say in multiple videos, like I only have 2 eyes. Like why do I have 300 eyeshadow palettes? Like what am I doing with these, right? That was something that I was very aware of, not like over consuming in 2023, whether that mean buying, whether that mean keeping in PR and that sort of thing. So I started with 69. My goal was 50. And I was like, I don't know how realistic that is, but that's gonna be my goal, 50. Good even number, right? My check-in, I had 57. And I was like, okay, still better than the 69. We didn't go more than 69. We didn't go more than what we started with, but I was like, okay, you know, sure. And then by the end of the year and after my last declutter, I still had 54. Not bad though, right? Like from 69 to 54, definitely still less. We're closer to my goal of 50. I don't think that that's bad. And there's, you know, you can see my palette collection video. It just went live just a few weeks ago. You can see that there's a lot of my favorites in there. And to me, also 54 didn't seem so overwhelming. I know for some of you, you're probably thinking I'm crazy and that's still a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and it definitely is. But for me, and you know, some that have like the memories, some that I do want for collection videos, some that I do want for comparisons that kind of relate to my job. Again, I kind of tried to let that excuse go. Really, I feel like in 2022, like I was trying to let that go. Like you don't have to keep every single product for comparisons. I don't even do comparisons that much. I'm really more of just like a chatty channel. So I was like, you need to like let go and like stop saying that. But sure, there are sometimes still a few things that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep it around for that reason. But 54, I feel like I'm still pretty happy with. Still, it's gonna be, you know, a goal to be around 50 in 2024 as well. Eyeliners was a very interesting category for me because when I started the year, I had 19. I said I wanted less than 13. I was like, what a great goal, right? That sounds nice. When I did my check-in, I had 30. Like, how did I almost double my eyeliner collection? Like, I know why. I know it's because eyeliner is one of those things that I do purchase on my own. I rebuy my favorites, but also a lot of times if I do get eyeliner in PR, I tend to keep it. I don't know why. I have a hoarding mentality when it comes to eyeliners. And I think what I think and what I've also said in some videos over the years is eyeliner is not necessarily like a sexy product to buy. It's not something, I'm not gonna make a full video on an eyeliner. I'm really not even gonna do like a short form video on an eyeliner. Like no one really cares about eyeliner that much, right? But I love eyeliner. I wear eyeliner every single day. Like I can't do a look without eyeliner. I can't. I love it in my waterline. I love to tightline. I like to put eyeliner on my lower lash line. I love eyeliner. So, but also knowing that like I could spend my money on a palette or a lipstick or a concealer that I could review that's gonna get more attention, it's gonna get more views, people are gonna wanna know more about it, I can put it in multiple videos, all of those things, that when I get eyeliners in PR, I'm like, mine. I'm going to keep all of these. Like I'm like shoving them down my shirt like the lip liners in my What's in Our Makeup Bag from Ireland video that I was doing. So I was like, okay, that was an eye-opener to me. That was like a, you really do have a problem. You don't need to keep every single eyeliner, especially because I literally use the same eyeliners all the time, the ones from Glossier. This is my green, which is quite small. My black is even smaller. Like, why I do this to myself, I don't know. So let me tell you how proud I was. It was really after doing that check-in video that I was like, stop the madness. I put a bunch of eyeliners in giveaway packages. I gave a bunch of eyeliners to my friends. Like, and it was like right away. I was like, don't sit on this. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep sitting on these eyeliners. I ended the year with 6. If that's not a success story, I don't know what is. You better be clapping for, stop whatever you're doing. Clap for me. Oh my gosh, thank you. Stop. 6 eyeliners. I don't even know how I did it. And honestly, when I was counting my eyeliners and I realized that I only had 6, the feeling that I had was panic. I was like, I need more. I need more eyeliners. And I was like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Like, you can keep using the eyeliners that you have and everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Next up, we have my single shadows. This was another area that I focused really hard on. I really tried with my single shadows. So I started with 32 and my goal was 25. At check-in, we had 39. Man, I was like, why? How? Why? I know a lot of it came from the Rare Beauty shadow sticks. I love these. I mentioned these in my What's in My Travel Makeup Bag when I went to Ireland for 10 days, and I wore Contentment like probably 6 out of the 10 days that we were there. These shadow sticks are so easy to wear. I ended up keeping a lot of different shades of them. I do also really like the Colourpop Super Shock shadows. So a lot of times when I get those, I'm like, let me just keep a couple from the collections. And again, I'm like, why do I do this? So this was something that I was really focused on, really wanted to try hard on cutting down on these. I ended the year with 10. I think I deserve my white cheddar popcorn and bunch of crunch popcorn tonight. White cheddar popcorn and bunch of crunch dinner tonight. You can do it. You can speak. It's again, I'm not trying to like sound crazy when I say like, it really does show that I tried hard. Like, and I really like that I did the videos like this because I feel like it definitely held me accountable, knowing that I was doing a check-in, knowing that I was doing the videos at the end. You know, I started to keep the notebook in front of me. I started to try to have better organization in my apartment. Again, that's something I'm really focused on. I see you members. I see the Sam Squad that you voted on for January. The most voted on video that you want to see is organized with me. It's another month of like, do my members like me or hate me? Do they like me? Do they hate me? But I'm gonna do it. And I started doing it, and I'm really proud of how my apartment is getting. We're getting there. Again, I moved in September. I moved because my other apartment was broken into. I moved when my dog was at the end of her life. She passed away 2 weeks after we moved in here. I basically ceased to exist at that point. I stopped trying to organize. I stopped trying to have my life together, but we're coming back. We got goals in 2024 that we're trying to meet, including being more organized. So I appreciate my members for keeping me accountable for that. But it really did, like doing these videos, it made me more aware of it. So I'm someone who's a really big advocate for like writing things down. That's why like my brand has the planners and the goal trackers. The goal trackers are so helpful for this kind of thing. I love my goal trackers so much. I know a lot of you have told me that you use the goal trackers as well to help with things like your makeup inventory, and I freaking Love that. I love that so much. You can go to buysamanthamarch.com. The goal trackers are available. We have sold out of a couple items. Our 90-day planner is out of stock. Our daily gratitude journal is out of stock. We do have the week at a glance notepad is back. We have some New Year's bundles that are back, but writing it down and doing check-ins on the regular really helped me stay the course, and I'm super proud of it. Next up, going into brows, I had 21 brow products, and I was like, that's also seems a bit aggressive. I really use like the same 3 brow pencils all of the time, so I was like, okay. I said my goal was 15. Then I had 16. So again, we still cut it down. We were getting closer to our goal, right? And then I ended the year at 8. Not bad. Again, for a couple I do already have backups of, but brow products are one of those things that I don't really feel a lot of guilt buying them or buying backups of them, because I go through my brow products. You know, I go through the favorites that I use all of the time. So brow products are one of those that's pretty easy for me to go through. Then we moved over to lashes, which I don't really wear false lashes. It's pretty rare if I do. Every once in a while I'll slap a pair on, but I have very sensitive eyes, and honestly I don't have a lot of patience. I'm a double Aries. I don't know what to say. But I had 11 lashes. I said I wanted less than 7. I got it down to 9. I was like, okay, that's pretty good. You're on the right track. And then by the end of the year, I had it down to 5. I think that's pretty good. And you know, 5 pairs of lashes with no lash glue, that's also a vibe. I can't remember what I was doing one night, but I was like, you know what? I think it was the opening of Durango. The opening of the Durango Casino. We had an event there and I was really excited about it. I had on this like black lace dress and the shoes, and I had like the hair going on and the makeup, and I was like, I should wear false lashes tonight. Like, it just feels like that kind of night. So I went, I pulled out my martini lashes from BK Beauty and Risa Does Makeup, and then I was like, how am I gonna apply these? I have no idea where my lash glue is. I know that I own some at some point. I'm assuming in the move, it either got tossed, it got lost, it got put into, you know, a different box somewhere, but I have no idea where my lash glue is. So currently I have 5 pairs of lashes, 0 ways to apply them. Moving over to mascara, I was curious about this category because I tend to like pick up mascaras on the regular. Again, today I was mad at myself because I didn't pick up another Sky High from Maybelline at Target. I should have. My hands were just full. I had my drinks, had the cargos that I'm wearing right now that I forgot to take the security tag off of, so I can't actually go anywhere in these cargos because the security tag is still on them, so that's cool. I had Olipop in my hands, I had some more drinks in my hands, and I was like, my mascara, no! But I'm like, it's fine, I have to take these back to Target now anyway, so I can just buy the Sky High when I'm there. Like, I wonder how my mascara collection will be. So I started with 10, I said my goal was 10, then I had 11, not bad. Like, we're still pretty on goal, right? And then I ended the year with 8. Not bad at all. I really like mascaras. I like testing mascaras. Again, since I don't wear false lashes, I really want mascaras that are gonna make my lashes longer and fuller and darker and not transfer, all those good things. So I have quite a few favorites. Currently, I really love the Tarte Lip Tubing Mascara. I'm looking at the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. I mentioned the Maybelline Sky High. I did just pick up another one of the Rare Beauty mascaras. So again, like I'm pretty happy. I'm happy with my mascara collection. And then we are gonna finish it off with lip products. I was concerned about this because I think we've been able to tell from my last few videos that lip products are my weakness. They just are. They're just all of them. Lip liners, lipsticks, lip glosses, lip oils. They're just my weakness. So for lip liners, I had 23. I said my goal was gonna stay at that, 23. When I did my check-in, I had 20 and I was like, get it, girl. And then after I did my last declutter, final count came to 14. Not bad. That's not bad, especially because I wear lip liner every single day. Like, as long as I'm doing my makeup. If I'm just sitting here looking like a troll, I'm not doing my lip liner. But I wear lip liner every single day. It is still so funny to me. I know I mentioned this so much, but I know there's a video from the Red Wall days where I'm like, I just don't understand lip liner. Why does anyone do it? What does it even do? And now I'm like, lip liner? I can't be without you. Like, lip liner is just, it's my sole makeup product. Is that too deep? I love lip liners, so to have 14, I'm pretty proud of that. For lipsticks, I started with 39. I said my goal was going to be 33. At check-in, I had 31, and we ended with 26. Not bad. Not bad, I have to say so. Like, I'll say for the last handful of months, maybe the last like 2 or 3 months, I do feel like I'm gravitating more towards my glosses and also my lip oils. So for me, when I was doing my last declutter, I do feel like I decluttered more lipsticks than I did glosses or oils, because you know, what I was trying to tell myself is like, even if I declutter it right now, sure, next month I might be like, oh, I like lipsticks again. Well, the good thing is I still have 26 to choose from. And then also I'll probably be getting in some new releases, or I'll want to buy a new release or something. Like, there's always going to be more makeup. There's always going to be more makeup. If you decide that you don't want to purchase something and you're concerned you have FOMO, there's going to be more makeup. If you decide to declutter something because you're trying to cut down on your collection and you're worried you're going to miss it, there's going to be more makeup. There's always going to be more makeup. Don't panic. But let's move over to glosses. Like I said, big gloss, and I combined glosses and lip oils into this category. So I had 28. I said I wanted 25. When I did my check-in, I had 21, and I was like, raise the roof, raise the roof. And then I ended at 32. So the roof is on fire. The roof is actually on fire when it comes to the glosses and the oils. So yeah, we trended in the other direction. Can't say I'm surprised. I found a lot of lip oils and glosses that I really love, like the Fenty Beauty. This has become a favorite lip oil of mine. I just saw it in front of me. Where did you go? Catrice, their Marblicious lip balms. These are super beautiful. Again, I didn't count this because I just bought this, but like the Maracuja, like from Tarte, they're just what I'm into right now. So I don't know. I think I'll be curious throughout the year how it goes. I do want to do at least 2 check-ins in 2024. So this is where we're starting. I counted everything right before I went to Ireland. So I counted these, I think it was on Christmas Day, that I counted my entire collection, knowing that I wasn't like doing any shopping or anything once I went to Ireland. I didn't get back until January 5th. So this is my wrap up for 2023, and this is how we also started 2024. So these are my numbers. These are my starting numbers for my makeup inventory in 2024. I would love to do a check-in in maybe like late spring, and then again in the fall, and then see where we end up. Again, I do want to do some regular declutters throughout the year. I would also love to know if there's any videos that you would like to see along this line of cutting down on my collection, declutters, trying to keep a more minimal makeup mindset, anything like that that you would like to see. I would like to do a project use up again. I did my project use up finale that I posted in 2023 as well. So I'll have a kickoff video for that coming too. So yeah, just let me know if there's any other videos that you would like to see. I hope you enjoyed seeing my makeup inventory, and I'll see you in the next one.